Instead, I want to zero in on what's happening with DOGE and whether or not it's popular. DOGE is forcing a major constitutional issue. Now, I wouldn't call it a crisis, but it certainly is forcing front and center whether or not the executive branch has the power to allocate resources of their choosing, to faithfully exercise the laws, the vesting clause. Now, the Article 2 supremacists, which we have been mentioning many times on this program, are not happy with this. People like Chris Murphy, people like Ilhan Omar, they live to protect the federal bureaucracy. They exist to protect the standing army. The federal bureaucracy has so many separate and different components. It is far more entrenched than people realize. It is the technocratic class. No one elected these people. No one knows who they are. They are unaccountable, and they have unchecked amounts of power. So the question remains, do we have any ability to rein them in, or do we serve at the pleasure of the bureaucracy? Dwight D. Eisenhower warned about this in his exit address, and most people think about the military-industrial complex, but that was only one component of Dwight D. Eisenhower's farewell address. Dwight D. Eisenhower, of course, was the head of the Allied forces, the Allied Supreme Forces, also warned extensively of an unelected technocratic scientific elite running the country. Who is sovereign is the fundamental question. Ilhan Omar believes that we're in the midst of a constitutional crisis, and she isn't totally wrong. I wouldn't use the word crisis, but it is the greatest constitutional question since Woodrow Wilson. We are in this question of what constitutes the federal government, how many branches, who is in charge, who gets the consent of the governed, who is the sovereign. Let's play cut 12.
Yeah, I mean, what we are witnessing is a constitutional crisis. We are seeing an executive branch that has decided that they are no longer going to abide by the Constitution in honoring Congress's role in the creation of the agencies, in their role in deciding where money is allocated.
You see, this is Article 1 supremacy. We have been hypnotized to believe that only the legislative branch has power. No, it is designed so that there's tension between the branches. The executive branch can tell the first branch to go pound sand, and then the third branch will hopefully reconcile the differences.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.